Hello YouTube and welcome back to Ali's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. So welcome to my channel. I am currently working on Paper Pumpkin Alternative video number 17. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 17. Kind of crazy. It is called the Welcome In kit. So I'm going to move my whiteboard and my garbage again as I knocked over stuff here. Sorry. Okay, so this was what the project instruction sheet looks like. And y'all know I kind of do my own thing there. This is Fun in the Sun. This is a little flyer for July's Paper Pumpkin Kit. So what do we have today? Well, we're going to start with a white card. Oh no. It is what it is. Don't even know where my eraser is right now. So we have a white card base that is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, which is here. Layer number 2 is there because I missed layer number 1 there. Layer number 1 is Balmy Blue, 4 1/4 by 5.5. Where is my ink pen? It's 5.5 because it fits the whole side of the card. So what are we going to use? Well, I got these pieces out and I was playing. This is where the fold was for card base. We're going to cut this apart and use a piece on the inside. We are going to cut this off here, and this is a half of one of what I'm calling the Countryside Inn card bases, because this matches the Countryside Inn DSP exactly. So we are cutting this down to 4 by 5 1/4. We're going to place that there. I'm actually going to use this one with the flowers. I'm like, okay. We're going to use a die cut from the add-on in Calypso Coral. We're going to add that little one from the kit on top of it. We're going to use these 2 banners and these 2 banners, Calypso Coral and Balmy Blue. So let's get started. So we need to do some cutting, of course, first. I don't think there's, well, there might be a little stamping. First, we're going to cut this one down to 4 on the side by 5 1/4, not 5, but 5 1/4. Okay. So that piece is done, and we are going to, I think we're going to get started here. So, I don't know what's getting on my stuff. So we're going to set our card base aside. Now I was thinking, do I want to add any detail on there? Do I or do I not? It's just like, because I have that little flower from the kit. We have the flower vase, which I've already used these quite a bit. We could add a little bit of detail in the corner in Night of Navy. Let's go ahead. Why not? Let's do it. I mean, we're here to stamp, or at least that's what I do. I love stamping, so we're just going to stamp. We're just going to go for it. But just a tiny bit, and I do mean a tiny bit. And you know what? We're going to use the rounded edge, I think. We're going to use this bottom edge. So we are going to add some there. Yep, I'm happy we're doing it. We're going to go, oops, a little lighter, so it's okay. I'm going to stamp off then. Do it lighter. Do the corners dark. Stamp off. Make it lighter. Full strength. Stamp off. And right there. I just want that little bit, I think, of detail will add a little bit of interest. And it does. So then, Yeah, we're going to sponge. I was like, do I sponge? Do I not sponge? We're sponging. We are going to sponge. Here we go. Support the back with at least 2 fingers, thumb in front of them. Still the same. Do you see that? Fingers, thumb. Makes it easier to do this. My husband's oh, he's like, why is he vacuuming? I already vacuumed the house this morning. I've been up since 4 o'clock. I couldn't get back to sleep. So we're going to go ahead, I think. Let's take a peek first, because this is how I work. Just need to take a peek. Do I sponge? Yeah, we're going to sponge. Not in Balmy Blue. We're just going to keep it in Night of Navy. But we're going to go around this edge now. Not much, because we want to not cover up all that beautiful Balmy Blue, which the DSP has in it. Still using my fingers together. And we'll be happy that, oh, I'm so happy we sponged. So very happy we sponged it. Now, this one, yeah, we're going to sponge this piece too, just because we can. So we're going to 2 fingers, thumb together. We're just lightly, we don't want it, hopefully I don't get it a whole bunch. Just working it around. I'm thinking we might stamp on the Balmy Blue strips here. What if we stamped? I'm going to have one shot at this. Where's my stamp? I'm thinking maybe we do. You guys want to see the idea I'm going with? What I was thinking is we're going to make this a feature behind the card, like so. And then we're going to have this little strip, the Balmy Blue, going through it also. And I think it might be really pretty. We're just going to go for it. If not, I won't use it. I'll just not use the strip. But we are going to stamp on this with these little floral background. So I'm going to stamp like that, because we're going to have to trim it off. We don't need to worry about the middle, but let's take a look at it, shall we? To see if we're going to use it or if we're not going to use it. But I'm thinking it's going to add, oh, most definitely. So we have to do one more. Just checking, you know, just work when you work designing a card. Check on it as you're going. Making sure it's still what you have in mind. So now we're going to move all of that aside. I'm going to move the Night of Navy stamp inks and all that stuff aside, because now we're going to glue this to this one. We do not want this there. That is going to be trimmed off. So that is why we're going to leave a bit off. So I'm going to put a bead of glue down here, not to the very tip, because that tiny little bit we're going to cut off. So there's one more time. The other side's going to get cut too, but it can get glued down. Uh-oh. There goes my little alarmist. They are just a little alarmist. cannot help the car goes by and it barks. Okay, so we are ready to do some snipping off on this one. And then we're going to have to measure and bring in the guillotine because there's just no way I'm going to be able to cut that straight. So we have our pieces, and now we are going to glue them where we want. I'm going to put this on my grid here. I'm going to put this there. And then I'm going to decide, do I want it, let's stick it behind it. Do I want it showing there like an inch up is what I was thinking from each end. So let's see what it looks like. Yes, we're going to go 3/4 of an inch, I think. Nope, that won't work. It's going to need to be, see, there it is, 3/4 of an inch from each end. 1, 2, 3 would put it there. That just doesn't look, the placement isn't right. So, okay, what we're going to do is glue it to this one. We are going to glue it to that one. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to glue it. This is just being difficult here. So, all right. I'm just going to center it on there and glue it down. We're just going to go for it. So it is about an inch. So from here, just going to mark it there. There. Now I'm going to grab it. I need plenty. To snip off. Bring it this way some. Lining it up here and lining it up here. So I'm using these edges to line it up where I want it. We're going to repeat that again. So we're going from this line down. I'm going to put this down and then I'm going to glue it all to the card, and then I'm going to snip it off once it's on my card. Now I should have plenty hanging over both edges, and I do, but this one down here looks crooked. No, they're straight. This one I think is a little crooked, but it's glued down. It's not going nowhere. So let's glue the whole thing down now. So we're going to add a little bit more here to get it fixed in place. Then we're going to add glue all over. Maybe some in there where we missed. And I want, making sure these flowers are facing up. Now we can trim it all off, even without the guillotine, because now we have something to use as a guide. There's 1, 2, last bit, and then we're going to flip it over and see how it looks. definitely. I am happy I did that. So it is going to go now onto our card base. Yes, really like that. I do. And it's going to look even better when we get the rest of it on there. Really cool today. Surprisingly so for summer. All right, so she's down on our card. Now we have this one to glue down directly. This is that add-on dies with the vase, the flower, and the little leaves. You want to make sure that you get it high enough up that your stems are not like in outer space there. Now this one, we've got it so far. Do I pop that up on dimensionals? I don't think so. I kind of like it like that. Do I not? Do I put it on dimensionals? There's really no other dimension on here. So let's go ahead and we'll pop 2 dimensionals. If I had minis, I would use them, but I don't know where they went to at the moment. They are around here somewhere. So 2 here. Got to turn it sideways so I can see where I had this in my mind set up. Yes. Oh, definitely popped up. Definitely popped up. So, Wink of Stella. Green bits. We're going to even do our flowers like somebody just dropped a bunch of water in the vase, right? We're going to do the entire flower. Ooh. Very, very pretty. You know what? Let's go ahead and do this and drop a whole bunch of Wink of Stella all over my desk and just make it sparkle and shine. Now we need some, I just had them. There they are. I have 3 of these left. The last 3. So we're going to put them in the flower. We certainly are. That is the perfect thing for those. Oh, most definitely. I'm so pleased with this card. And we're going to go ahead and stamp a little on the inside. Oh, no, we were going to use the strip. Almost forgot. That would be a shame. So there's probably enough to do 2 cards with this. We're just going to take, probably do more than that. We can take 1 inch and put it on the inside, or we can take a 1/2 inch. And I really think a 1/2 inch looks better on the inside. I've done it quite a bit. And then we can probably add another 1/2 inch to our envelope. So this is just going to go like that. So yes, I'm putting the glue directly onto the card. Just sometimes it's easier. And I know you guys, some of you guys are like, no, she's not really doing that. Oh, yes, I am. I'm not going to add any sentiment on this card. Okay, so that is really, really nice. Very, very nice. And we have our envelope, which we are going to stamp on. If I could find where I put the stamp, that is. So I found it. So we are going to use the Knight of Navy again, of course. We're going to do that whole florally image. You see me do this, that whole florally image there. And this time I'm going to turn it this way and do just like that. And that's our envelope, and we are all done for project number 17. Unbelievable. So there you have it. Oh, beautiful, beautiful little card. I really do like that. That came out really well. Yay! Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, would you consider letting me know? Your comments are what keep me going in my endeavor in this channel, because I know that without those comments and the support I have received, I would not still be doing this. So thank you very, very much. More than anything, come back and visit me in my wonderland, would you? Bye-bye.